Pushing all your brawlers to max tier is a lot easier than you think. Right now, Brawl Stars has 92 brawlers, and if you push them all to max tier, you will have 92,000 trophies. I can tell you right now, the only thing you have to worry about is upgrading all your brawlers. If you watch this video until the end, everything will be fine and you will easily push all your brawlers to max tier. Let's get started. Before I start talking about best game modes and all that stuff, I'm going to start with the most important thing, and that is the level of your brawlers. You can't easily push a brawler from power 1 to max tier. I recommend that your brawler is at least power 9. Above power 9 doesn't necessarily have to be often, depends on how good you are in the game. The reason I say power 9 is because you can get all your brawlers high powers much faster than if you waste all your coins on level 11, while the difference isn't that big at all. You now know the basics, and you're wondering, where do I start? It seems like it's going to take a long time, but with the right strategy it's easy, and I'm going to give you that now. What I want to get out of the way first before I go on to the best game modes and tactics in this is that you don't want to push every brawler up 50 trophies. I think that's nonsense. You have to push a brawler based on the maps that are there per day. For people who don't know the map rotation, join my Discord after watching this video. Link is in the comments, and while you're at it, like and subscribe to those 20,000 subs. You base your pushes on the maps that come per day, and then you push certain brawlers to max tier. When you push, you want to make good use of your win streak, but more about that later. Then I will start about the most important thing, and that are the game modes. These will determine how fast, but especially easy, you will get all your brawlers max tier. Which game modes I recommend you the most is Duo Showdown and 3v3. If you play these game modes correctly, you can push very quickly, but then you have to win everything so that you maintain your win streak. But how do you make sure that you win as much as possible? It is important that you always play with a team. Do not play with randoms because then your wins are just inconsistent. So if you do not have teammates, I recommend that you play Solo Showdown. This is also very good for pushing, but also has many disadvantages. More about this later. So make sure you have a team and a strategy. I will give you an example. I was able to push my kit really fast max tier because I applied a strategy that required little skill with a teammate who was Darryl. You probably know the tactic that Kit jumps on Darryl, and you win super easily in, for example, Knockout. If you look for these kinds of strategies, you easily push a certain brawler high. And this is immediately a good example of why you do not want to push 50 trophies on a brawler and keep changing brawlers. You are not high in trophies, so you do not need a lot of skill. So you want to build up that win streak with your team in one go and quickly get a brawler max tier on the right map. I will now come back to Solo Showdown. Solo Showdown is a very good game mode to push, only it has disadvantages. You can't push every brawler in Solo Showdown. There is a meta per map in Solo Showdown, and you will encounter a lot of no-skill brawlers like Kit and Edgar, where you simply can't win with some brawlers. So if you want to push a brawler, then search on the internet or YouTube in which game mode you can push him the best. Examples of good brawlers in Solo Showdown are, for example, Cordelius and Surge, because with these brawlers, you counter the meta and so on. Something else I want to go deep on is matchmaking timing. Barely anyone talks about this, but if you're trying to push fast and consistent, the time of day you play matters a lot. If you're queuing during peak hours, like after school when the whole server's full of randoms and sweaty 13-year-olds, you're gonna get way more chaos, weird comps, and toxic teammates. But if you play in the morning, late night, or just off hours in general, you get way cleaner games. Less randomness, more chill players, and better chances to build that win streak without some Edgar suiciding every match. It's something I personally tested. My win rate was like 15% higher when I played at night. Also, don't underestimate clubmates or a solid pushing partner. Playing with someone you actually trust and can talk to, even if it's just through text, makes a huge difference. You can coordinate supers, make real team comps, and tilt way less because you're both on the same page. Plus, if you both push the same way, like one brawler at a time, strategy focused, you double your chances of climbing fast. Just don't play with someone who's switching brawlers every game or playing while watching TikToks. It'll kill your momentum instantly. Next tip, abuse broken comps while you can. Every season, there are always some stupidly broken duos or 3v3 comps that everyone complains about. Instead of whining, abuse it. For example, Sam plus Byron in duels, Kit plus Darryl in Knockout like I said earlier, or even Pam plus 8-bit in Hot Zone. If you find a comp that wins 8 out of 10 games, ride that all the way up before the devs nerf it. And don't switch brawlers just because you get bored. Push one to max tier, then move on. Jumping between brawlers kills your win streak and puts you in that 600 to 800 trophy trap where you're sweating every match with random teammates and zero momentum. You also need to understand trophy ranges. For example, anything below 500 is basically free. You can win just by existing if your comp isn't complete trash. From 600 to 800 is where it starts to get sweaty, especially in team modes. Once you're past 800, every mistake gets punished hard, so you either need a solid comp or a brawler that counters the meta hard. Like if everyone's spamming tanks, go with MZ or Griff. If everyone's hiding in bushes with Kit, bring a brawler with gadget vision or AoE like Ashe or Bow. Now let's talk solo showdown a bit deeper. I said earlier that it's great if you don't have a team, and it is, but only if you know how to play it smart. This isn't about third-partying like a noob, this is about controlling the map. Pick a lane, dominate that side, and force people to rotate into you. Don't just run around middle unless you're a tanky brawler that can win early fights. And don't be afraid to play slow. Letting 2 other players fight and cleaning up at the end is not being a coward, it's playing to win, especially in high lobbies. Also, remember the power cube snowball effect. Once someone hits 6 plus cubes and you have 2, don't fight them. Period. Rotate away, find a pick on someone weaker, and rebuild. Ego fights in the solo showdown are the #1 reason people lose pushes. And while we're on that, don't waste time pushing the wrong brawler on the wrong map. If your favorite brawler sucks on the current rotation, skip that day. You're not grinding for fun, you're grinding for rank. Use that time to farm coins, complete quests, or push a different brawler that fits the map. Too many people fall into the trap of pushing their favorite instead of pushing smart. Also a quick one. Don't sleep on event rotation. Some limited time events like Volley Brawl, Basket Brawl, or Wipeout can be insanely good for free trophies because nobody knows how to play them properly. If you take even 10 minutes to learn the rules and pick the right brawlers, you'll be farming people who are running Colt mid and Volley Brawl like it's gem grab. Same thing with weekend events. If something like Super City Rampage or Robo Rumble gives you an easy shot at XP or quest progress, use it. It keeps your account stacked and helps in the long run with gear upgrades. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Good luck! If you apply these tips, you should be fine.